Hey everybody. So we don't have a new episode for you tonight because I have some sad news. We've lost our dear friend and set piece, my 22-year-old cat Virginia. She passed away on Sunday and honestly I just haven't felt like writing any jokes. Well, except for this one. How many Virginias does it take to fill a hole? One. Maybe I should have stuck with no jokes. Anyways, I've cut together a clip show of a bunch of times Virg was on the show. It's what she would have or wouldn't have wanted or cared about. So she might be gone, but she'll live on in our hearts and in our studio background because in the canon of the show, Virg lives on forever because the Nile ain't just a river in Egypt. It's also an internet television show. So, without any further ado, so long, Virg. Good girl.
Last show on Earth is filmed before a live studio audience.
Broadcasting live from the east side of sunny Madison, Wisconsin, it's The Last Show on Earth with Nate Chappell. Tonight, we take a little time to look back on the life, the very, very unexpectedly unlikely long life of a certain occupier of a pillow on set, Virginia. And now, the man with the master cat, the last host on Earth, Nate Chappell.
So Viv and I have two cats. Not trying to brag or anything, but it's true. Feels like more. I mean, Buddy's the size of two cats and Virginia's the age of 3. Not 3 years old. To be clear, the age of 3 consecutive cats. She's 21, which of course in cat years is unlikely. She mostly just lays here and sleeps. Then she gets up right on time. It's incredible, her sense of time. Might be her only sense left, actually. She gets up to demand each feeding, like clockwork, but limpier. And then, well, let's just say she's a free tinkler, Virginia. She really pees outside the box. When she was younger, like 16, she used to pee outside of the box. But now she pees outside of the box, like she stands inside the litter box and then shoots out onto the floor, which is super gross. But it's because her hips are too bent up to squat anymore, so it's also super sad, which is why Virg and I get along so well. I am also gross and sad. But now she's taken to peeing on the floor, then marching out to the dining room and yelling at me about it. Hey, I don't know what kind of place you're running around here, but there's pee all over that room. Fresh pee. My pee.
Well, I had an idea, but it's a little outside the box.
I can handle that. My cat Virginia does it all the time. Okay, so let's chat cats, okay? I know, I don't usually like to do that. It's a little out of character for me, but it's relevant. So we've got a couple of well-aged cats. Vintage, maybe? Retro? I don't know. They're old. Buddy's almost 13, I guess, and Virginia is almost dead. I mean, like, has to be. But if not, she'll be 20 years old in a month. 20 years old. Yeah. It's ridiculous. She almost died once, so I've thought for literally 11 years, and that's kitty literally 11 years, that she's on borrowed time. And I'm beginning to think that she's done more than just borrow this time. Seems like she's already exceeded her 9 lives, and she's outlasted at least 3 other cats who have gone missing or met an untimely death. So, kind of thinking she might have rolled Zorro, Arlo, and Chachi for their extra lives. Anyways, she's old and she yells a lot. At night, and during the day. I'm very tired. Once I had to give Virginia these eardrops. So I had to like hold her down to do it. Buddy is there like right away. And at first I thought it was kind of sweet, you know, like he was concerned about his big sister. But then he just bites her on the head. I'm like, Sachi, no! And he backs up and looks at me like, what? I thought we were gonna do this. I got your back, Dad. Like, first of all, buddy, you guys can't take a 20-year-old cat? I got it. There is no second of all. I remember one time I started to hear my neighbors expressing their love. Nothing crazy, just some, I'd say, light moaning. And it went on for like a week. Not straight. Like, but at some point every day, I could hear them how do I put this, sexing. But then I realized that it was actually just my elderly cat Virginia snoring. Yeah, I was a bit off on that one. I'm just glad that's as far as it got, to be honest with you, like that I didn't get too captivated by my eavesdropping. That could have really messed me up. Shocking admissions. Until recently, every time my cat Virginia yawned, I would stick my finger in her mouth. So mean. 18 years I did that. Now I feel like each yawn could be her last, so I'm gonna let her have it. On Sunday, we celebrated our cat's birthdays by throwing a drooling and shedding extravaganza. Open mouths. Open mouths, I mean. Sachi turned 14 years old, and Virginia turned to dust. On Monday, Virginia turned 22 years old, which in cat years is unlikely. I used to worry about her dying, now I worry that she won't. On Friday, Sachi finally got comfortable. Virginia, to quote Paul Reiser, not so much. Topical reference, Nate. High five! On Monday, because variety is the spice of life and spices cost money, I started my new gig as a dog walker. I have only one tiny client named Teppan, and I really like her except for one thing. It's the hardest part of the job, guys. It's like, come on, just go on the hardwood floor like everybody else, said Virginia. On Sunday, Virginia played her first song on the piano. It was really, really bad. Terrible. On Monday, I became ordained by the internet to officiate weddings. The power immediately went to my head, and I performed quickly several weddings around the house, including Billy and Bobby, couch and chair, can of beans and a shoe, and Spot in Virginia. With more on that story, here's special love correspondent Johnny Fisher. Johnny.
Thanks, Nate. I'm here with the unlikely newlyweds, Virginia the cat and Spot the puppy. Spot, many people may be shocked, appalled, and offended by the unholy union of a cat and a dog.
Hey, tell me about it. I'm pretty disgusted myself. Haha.
Disgusting love indeed. Back to you, Nate.
Thanks, Johnny. That was my week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nate Chappell saying, my week was better than your week. I'm a cat person. One cat. But 2 cats? 3 cats? 4 cats? 5 cats? 6 cats? 7 cats? Well, that's too many cats. We can help. Delbert's Felinigation. We'll get him feeling right, and then we'll let him go. Ask for Delbert, 'cause that's me. It's the Tiny Little Talk Show with Patrick. Check out the little show that's a big deal. Patrick might be little, but he asks the big questions. In the small talk show world, Patrick's kind of a big deal. Small guests with big personalities. It's the Tiny Little Talk Show, only on Wolf Out TV. The year was 1997. The economy was booming. Grunge rock and roll was topping the charts, and the Seinfeld show was in its second to last season. But all of that meant nothing to the rolling Appalachian Mountains, nor to creatures who lived there, including one tiny tortoiseshell kitten, who had come to be known as Virginia. Apparently abandoned by her feline family, Virginia, by all accounts the runt of the litter, had grown up too fast in the cruel world of the mountains. As she roamed the wooded mountainside, she chose a route that would change her life forever. In 1997, Nate Chappell was an untethered young man, fun and fancy-free. But that would all soon change when his volunteer work brought him to Virginia. The state, I mean. But yeah, eventually the cat. Before we'd leave for work each morning, we'd be getting our stuff together and putting it in the van, and there was this cat that was just yelling and yelling and yelling so loud every morning. So eventually, I felt bad for the poor thing, and I brought her out some of my breakfast. I think it was a souffle or maybe a strata. It was some sort of egg bake. Anyway, at any rate, I think that day she pretty much ate her weight in eggs. The bond between the two was undeniable, and days later, Virginia came home with him to Madison. The trauma of her abandonment and a super long van ride left a lasting mark on Virginia, a scar that has yet to truly disappear. Her emotional problems led to years of litter box accidents and, well, eventually, feline anorexia. So I moved to Minneapolis, just for a couple months. I left my cat Virginia at my brother's house, and, well, it was just temporary. Well, I found a place, but she didn't know that, and I guess you could say she got got pretty bad separation anxiety, I guess. I guess she really missed me. Virginia was jaundiced and had already lost half her body weight. Nate moved home to nurse her back to health, rescuing her a second time. She did start eating again, and this time it seemed to feed her trust in Nate, and Nate's devotion to her. Also, it fed her, most literally. This time, their bond was really undeniable. They've grown to love and understand each other like family. And like family, they'll bicker sometimes and argue, mostly about food, and sure, one of them still pees outside of the litter box sometimes, and meows at intervals throughout the night to have Nate come out and cuddle with her. But then, she's probably not going to be around much longer at least. And that's what's really important. Or imminent, I mean. And cut. Pump a little air in there. Okay. And then this is already raised, so we got that going for us. One step ahead of the game. Always one step ahead of the game, right guys? So, then we dial C, A, T, take this receiver, see, sit next to a cat. All right, see if it works. Virginia, hello, how are you? Hello?
Hello, Nate.
Oh, wow, it works.
Unlike you,
Well, kitten likes to scratch. I'll have you know, I work freelance.
very free.
I feel like we got off on the wrong foot, of which you have 4. What's that like?
It is fine. Food, food. Please give me more food.
Yeah, okay, Virginia, let's talk about food.
Let's.
Why are you so hungry all the time?
I'm not sure. Maybe I prefer the wet food because the dry food you buy has a bunch of wood ash in it.
Oh, really? I guess I didn't.
Or maybe I just want to feel something.
Well,
Something to distract me from the crushing, never-ending boredom that 19 years of imprisonment has left me with.
that's a little over dramatic. Come on, I rescued you.
Oh yes, thank you so much for rescuing me from my family and the freedom of the rolling mountains.
I thought you'd been separated from your family.
No, I was just out for a walk to collect my thoughts. Then you trapped me with your egg strata. I've always had an egg tooth.
Strata. Well, I'm sorry, Virg, but I didn't realize you felt
Why
this way.
do you think I've been yelling all this time?
I don't know. I guess I figured you were just kind of a weirdo.
You thought I was weird? You, the man who slides in his socks around the apartment, singing TV sitcom themes with new, dumber lyrics. You,
Dumber.
the man who stares creepily out the window blinds while you eat peanut butter sandwiches.
That's a judgment.
You, the man with a briefcase full of wigs. You, the man who eats nothing but
Oh, sorry. I guess we're out of time for the guest segment. That's all we got time for. But now that means we get to move on to the game segment. What do we got, Johnny? Mike, how about a kitty quiz? Kitty quiz. 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 Sure. All right, guys. Where's my? Oh, hey, it's a kitty quiz. A kitty quiz. Okay, guys, we've got questions for you. I need this here. Welcome to Kitty Quiz. Kitty Quiz is the quiz all about cats. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Sachi's middle name is TLO, which is derived from an acronym TLO. What does TLO stand for? Is it the last ocelot, 20-pound loaf spelled with an LB, or the little one? V.
Big 20-pound loaf.
Ooh, sorry, it's the little one. Next question. Virginia developed an unusual disorder 11 years ago. What was it?
Any
Oh,
options?
sorry. Anorexia, scurvy, rickets.
Scurvy.
Anorexia! Down to 4 pounds, guys. Gross. Yellow. Anyway, next. Where has Sachi hidden? In the wall? In the engine block of a car? Under the neighbor's porch? Deep in a laundry pile? Under a horse? Mash? What does that mean? All of the above.
All of the above.
You are correct. I don't know what a horse mash is, though, to be perfectly honest.
How do you know it's correct?
May not be great party plan.
All of these things. It says right there.
Oh,
Okay, next is Virginia is 19. What was the number one movie of the year Virginia was born? See if you're listening.
Oh, Jesus. Titan.
She was right.
I knew it before I said it.
Okay, Sachi mostly just likes cat food. But what human food does he like? Carrots, yogurt, or tortilla chips?
tortilla chips.
Oh yeah, you got one on board. Okay, now, in what U.S. state was Virgy born?
Option.
Virginia, West Virginia, or Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Virginia, I'm sorry. Forgot that I had the answer here. Okay, now, who looks better in photos? Sachi or Virginia?
Oh.
Sachi.
Wrong, trick question. It was Nate the whole time. What's the first thing I ever gave Virginia to eat? Is it milk, cat food, or eggs?
Eggs.
Oh yeah!
Nice.
Nailing it. 2-1 is it? Okay, well, Sachi is named Versace because it is a combination of Virginia and what long dead cat's name? Hachi, oh,
Sachi.
you got it. Oh, that's even wrong. It's supposed to be Chachi. It's supposed to be Chachi, but we're gonna say it's Blotchy. Blotchy's the right. Okay.
Blotchy.
Blotchy it is. Oh, Virginia and I can practice our couple's cat dance. All right, Rosie, hit the music.
I think I
You ready?
found me a girl on a website
ready?
on the internet. 3 W's, it was Jamie.com. I took the contact, dialed the number. She answered, said my name was Sean. Hey,
Okay, Rosie, cut the
Jamie.
music. I think that's enough. Good job. Okay. She always wants to do more. She wants to run it one more time. It's me, the man with a cat head, in addition to his normal head. I'm just kidding, guys. It's a cat. It's just a cat that I'm holding up by my head. This is Virginia. She's 21. She's up for adoption. She likes really short walks on the beach if you set her on the beach and she has to get somewhere else. That's really the only time she likes it. She likes standing in the litter box, peeing out of the litter box. Her hips don't work great, and she likes yelling a lot. Right? See, she's all yelled out. She's just no voice. This is a quiet model. Okay, well, give us a call. Call us at 1-800. Okay, never mind. Bad cat. That's not enough letters. Okay, so as we say at the end of every broadcast day, good meowt and good nachos.